Hello everyone and welcome back to the Schmeat channel. Today we're talking all about Malik Monk, where he could land with us in the future, what this free agency is going to be for him at least, and if he goes to another team, what teams could it possibly be. So if you like this content, please subscribe. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers and you could be a part of that. So Malik Monk, fourth year in the league. He's been amazing. Honestly, he's been amazing for us this year. He was getting DNPs at the start of the year, where the coach didn't believe in him. He sat out a good portion of last year for drug-related use. I think he was just smoking pot or something like that. Polarizing player, nonetheless. Reminds me of Jordan Clarkson. Reminds me of just a flamethrower out there. Does nothing but shoot shots. I mean, he's averaging 2 assists this year, and I think that's his career high, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I can double check. No, he averaged 2.1 last year. So he's never been the guy that's gonna distribute the ball. Not really a playmaker. Doesn't rebound too well for his size at 6'5" at the 2 position, which I don't expect him to. But nonetheless, great score. Like, when I say great score, I mean great score. He's had game winners for us last season and this season. He's had games where he scored, I think he had 42 points in the game this season. Consistent guy when it comes to three-point land. I can see his three-point percentage this year at 42%, 42.4%. Whew. Like that, like, to be consistently shooting how many threes a night, 3 threes a night, and to be averaging that percentage, which is up from what it is for his first 3 years in the league, is amazing for him. He was at 28% last year from the three-point land. He's up to 42 this year. His career average is 34%, which is amazing. But this year, he's been amazing, right? He's been this guy that can score for us, we can give the ball to, and we can just be like, get us out of this mess, shoot the 3 over someone. And he's electric. He can not only shoot, but he can drive the lane. When he drives the lane, it's not like he's looking to pass the ball, but I don't expect him to at the end of the day. He is athletic. You saw that at Kentucky. You saw the highlight dunks. You see it in his first 3 years in the NBA. He's had dunks where it's like, holy shit. Like, it's almost the Miles Turner effect. Not Miles Turner. Miles Bridges effect, where you see a dunk and you're like, oh my God, his head is at the rim. Malik Monk is that type of player, and I don't expect him to pass the ball when he gets in the lane, because who do you expect him to pass the ball to? Bismack Biyombo, who can't catch, right? So I'd rather have him just being strong in there, which he is, and it's just interesting that we have this guy off the bench, because it's unlike us to have a guy off the bench that can really do that. I wish I reference this in almost every video I make nowadays, but I wish we still had Frank Kaminsky to come off the bench for us. He is just, we shouldn't have gave him away. We should have saw his potential, which was pretty hard to see. I'm surprised the Suns saw it in him. But yeah, he's been a great guy for us off the bench. And that's kind of what we need. I mean, Miles Bridges had games in the first half of the season where he would have like 2 to 4 points, and Malik Monk just picked it up for our second unit. So transitioning into his free agency, because that's probably going to be a main point for us this offseason, is who do we re-sign if we re-sign anybody, because we got a couple guys that are going to need contracts this offseason. We got Devontae Graham, which I expressed, Malik Monk, which I expressed in another video. We got Cody Zeller, Bismack Biyombo, who need contracts. It's going to be a lot of money dealt out to players, and I don't know if it's going to be the players that I just listed, or if it's going to be maybe a Rashard Holmes, maybe a Hassan Whiteside, maybe a center that I'm not even thinking of. Maybe we trade for a center, do a sign and trade with someone. But regardless, it's to focus in on Malik Monk. It's going to be interesting. It really is, because I don't really know how much he's going to ask. Probably around 8 to 10 million. His agent is probably going to express what I would express if I was his agent is that how many of these guys go into every game and just shoot the lights out. Obviously, he has off nights. I'm not saying that every night he is shooting the lights out, but if I was his agent, I'd be like, I mean, he is only how many years of age, and he's already averaging 13 points per game. You see his potential. You see his scoring ability. So I think he might push for maybe 10 million. something like that. And are the Hornets willing to pay him? Because I'm kind of scared of the Hornets organization at this point, because they might realize that Devontae Graham might be better, which he is better right now. Devontae Graham is better than Malik Monk at present day. But Malik Monk is, 4 years younger than Devontae Graham. Hornets organization has to realize his potential. And I don't know if they really are, because I don't really have that much trust in the Hornets with MJ, Mitch Kupchak. Even our coach might have some say in it, because he's down on the floor, down practicing with these guys every day. Coach JB might have some say in this as well, whether what we do in the offseason to keep Malik Monk or not. But I would keep him. I would pay for him. I mean, I'm not, if he's asking for 15 to 20 million, I'm not going to give him that. Like, I'd rather pay a Rashard Holmes that kind of money than pay a Malik Monk that kind of money. But if it's for the right price, I would like to bring him back. He's been a vital part of this season. He's been injured, although, but like, I can't knock him for being injured, because everybody's been injured for us. But if I want to if I want to guess about if he leaves us, what team would he go to? I've already expressed the Magic about taking a flyer on him. Maybe the Rockets taking a flyer on him. You know, these rebuilding teams that can overpay for a guy like Malik Monk, and if he turns out bad, they just don't bring him back. They offer a lot of team option years. That's probably my guess. If he was to get traded, not traded, if he was to sign to another team, it'll be a rebuilding team that can just take a flyer on him. He kind of reminds me of Jalen Green, who is coming into this draft, who is just an excellent shooter. Like, they play similarly. I think that should be Jalen Green's player comparison as Malik Monk, because that's what I think Jalen Green is coming into this league, is a Malik Monk type. And the Magic are gonna have a top 5 pick, so maybe they take Jalen Green and they bring in Malik Monk and just have two similar players on their team. But another team that I see him potentially going to is the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks are in free agency rumors with everyone. I reacted to that video yesterday where they said Kawhi Leonard is one of their free agent targets. Chris Paul is one of their free agent targets. They're not going to get those players. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. But you guys are just up here with your expectations, and you guys need to go down here, right? You guys should be fine with a Malik Monk if you get him this offseason, because he just provides value to any team. You see a Jordan Clarkson. I keep referencing Jordan Clarkson because Malik Monk and Jordan Clarkson play very similarly. Jordan Clarkson is very valuable to that Utah Jazz team, especially because he's been more efficient in the past, or he's been more efficient this year than in the past years. So any team would like a Malik Monk type. I'm looking at the Western Conference teams who would want him. Probably the Dallas Mavericks is my guess. For that second unit, you got guys like Jalen Brunson who can distribute the ball. You don't really got a proven scorer on the Mavericks that can really just shoot the ball for them. So Malik Monk could go to them. As I expressed before, I don't want to see him leave. And I'm probably going to title this like the Malik Monk experience, because it might be coming to an end, right? I can't foresee what we're going to do in the offseason. If we bring that back, Devontae Graham, that's probably, we have to bring back one or the other. I'm on board to bring back Malik Monk. Devontae Graham just doesn't cut it for me sometimes. He has so many off games. And he's just an undersized one. We already got LaMelo Ball. He'll be a backup. We can sign a backup that's going to give you, quality minutes, and sometimes Devontae Graham does not give you that. So I do want Malik Monk back, but if he's asking for 15 to 16 million, no, that's just not going to do it. But I don't want to foreshadow too much, because we are still in the playoff picture as the 8th seed. We got a lot of games left. LaMelo's coming back. We don't have a lot of games left. We have 14 games left. But LaMelo's coming back. We're playing tonight. So yeah, you guys are going to get a double upload today, and I'll see you guys later.